Welcome to another episode of Reflections on the Way. This is our weekly video log from St. Anthony on the Desert Episcopal Church. Beginning the season of fall makes me think about sharing and of taking part in gatherings, in generosity, in concerts and parties, and in cooking and sitting down to the table for a meal. I believe sharing food makes us better people, no matter with whom we share the table. And this is a season that people are bringing edible gifts to each other's homes and to the workplace, to feeding programs, and to food banks and centers for those who are feeding those experiencing homelessness. For me, protein and nut presents, thank you. I was watching a video on YouTube the other day, and I came upon this review by Siskel and Ebert. I know I'm aging myself. It was the review of the movie Babette's Feast. This is a 1987 Academy Award winner for Best Foreign Film, and Siskel and Ebert say 2 thumbs up. This Danish film is a story of how food can enliven and enrich relationships, elevate us, making us even spiritually better people. It's a film about the beauty of what a meal can teach us about the importance of love for one's neighbor, and even about redemption. And this is a lesson really for all seasons, right? Not just times when there are great festivals or celebrations to be had. Sharing meals with others, it's one of the most important manifestations of neighborliness and companionship in most cultures. Eating together confirms to us that elusive sense of belonging. Breaking bread together lets us know that we have been invited to be a part of community. If you're like me, this is one of the first things that you missed when the pandemic began in March of 2020. Whether we were unable to sit around a table with people we ate with often, or we missed a festal breaking of the fast, whether it was after the Easter Vigil or it was Easter morning for brunch. We dressed up anyway, and we set the table for 6 anyway, and we put the laptop at the end of the table to represent our family and friends. The reality was that our friends and family weren't there, and at least our experience was just horrible. It was horrible. Shared meals are social events, places and times where thoughts and feelings and experiences are all shared with each other. There are times that are almost magical, and in ways, moments for which the planning is almost theatrical in its nature. I feel like it's important, though, to note here that for some, sharing meals and time together sometimes feels forced. The have-tos, the having to sit there through conversations you don't want to have or wish to be a part of, or having to have polite bites of food that you don't like to eat. I found the pandemic, though, to provide helpful insights about the differences between routine, habitual eating that had become almost a daily chore and eating and cooking with people outside of my own culture and immediate family. On Sunday, we're going to gather on our campus at St. Anthony on the Desert right after church, an in-gathering really, to give thanks to each other for each other, and give thanks to each other for what God has gifted us with. And also to celebrate that it is a kickoff of an intentional year around the topic of belonging. And all are welcome to attend, whether you bring a dish or not, whether you want to eat or not. Suggestions still stand. Make sure to wash your hands, wear your mask if you feel like that's helpful for you or your neighbor, and be respectful of each other's space. There'll be seating available outside for those who wish to be outside. There'll be pumpkin carving for the kids, and you may wish just to stop by to get something to drink, to talk with others, or not come at all, and all of that is okay. I'm convinced that one of the most important spiritual disciplines for us to recover in this season is the discipline of table fellowship. What better time to start than now?